Alright, so yeah, we're playing the Legend of Zelda Game by Milton Bradley. I believe came out in 1986, maybe 87. This was released not that long after the Legend of Zelda NES game. And the cool thing is about this bad boy, if you hadn't noticed, 1 to 4 players. So we are going to do a solo run of this. Now, it's been a very long time since I played this. I actually lucked out incredibly. A friend of mine from where I work, one of the bar regulars, had a copy from when he was a kid that he took really good care of. You can see like there's a little tape job on this punch board, but that's it. Like he fixed the punch board after the things were punched out. But yeah, I probably should have spread out the parts and whatnot, but I guess we'll just explore together. Everything pretty much fits under here. And then you've got these, you got Link here. Get him squared away. But he is, I'm getting used to this new camera position, because it's not backwards anymore either, which is nice. And then you've got dice. We have dice. Back in the day, you actually had to put the, sword and red dice together on your own. They basically just gave you stickers, because that's how life goes. And I might have to move over a bit, but this shouldn't be too bad. Okay, now you'll see all these tiles kind of lumped in the bottom. You may have noticed some monsters on them and whatnot. Those are what go on the board and are the objectives and things you have to deal with. I think it's also entirely possible to die in a solo run. But, yeah, I forget if we have to sort those. Probably, because they have different colored backs. But those are going to get shuffled and distributed, I believe. We're going to go through the instructions, so. And then you've got these heart chips, which are your life points and or victory points if you're playing against other people and or everyone. I think, actually, the game ends if only one person dies, because there's only one Link to move around. So, if Link dies, we all die. Remember that. Okay, so... Alright, is there any spiel on the front? Nope, just instructions. Get lower. Again, I'm not used to it being this close to me. Content! Game board! Right there. Link playing piece and stand. He seems to have evacuated slightly, but there we go. 4 blank dice and labels. They are labeled. So we have already skipped one step. 1 numbered die. And that's not technically a fudge die. It's got 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s. Fudge die would have a -1, +1, I think. Yeah. Okay. And, alright. 33 cardboard playing tiles. That's the big stack. And 36 heart chips. It was actually, I remember it was kind of funny. We were checking to make sure everything was there, like the guy who sold it to me. And I was worried because I was reading the instructions. It was kind of dim out where I was reading them, so I thought it said 36 and 36. I was like, dude, you're missing 3 tiles. He's like, how am I missing 3 tiles? And we recounted, and we both recounted. And then I looked at the instructions like, oh, 33. We're good. Here's your money. Goodbye. Forever. No, I'll save it next time. That he's in. But anyway, okay. Let's continue. Object. Help Link battle monsters and collect heart chips as he tries to rescue Princess Zelda. Fair enough. Triforce kind of taking a backseat on this one, although it is in the chips. Alright, so. Carefully punch out everything. Apply dice labels. It's kind of nice. They don't even... There's like no specific pattern, it says in here, to the tiles on the dice, as long as they're on there. Like, you don't have to make things add up to 6 or whatever. Sword plus red does not equal 6. As long as there's 4 and 2 on each. Alright, anyway. Alright, turn all the play tiles face down and group them according to color. Then place the tiles face down on their matching color game board worlds. As you place the tiles on a world, mix them up so no one knows what's underneath. That's what I figured. Shuffle. Tiles can be placed anywhere within a world as long as the game path is not covered or blocked. See figure 2. Okay, so you have to put them not on the gubbins. The yellow circles and stuff. Let me put the heart chips somewhere out of the way, but in reach. I probably should have had a container for these, but thinking ahead, why would anyone do that? I am not associated with Zelda-thon other than being a fan, since I think the first one I saw was Water, but I've been mostly in since Adventure and Deluxe. Okay, so Link is going to hang out over near the start, I imagine. If any are face up in here, we'll deal with that. So light green, orange, perp, brown, light green. There are 2 shades of green, that's why I have to be kind of careful here. Blue. Why don't I just throw them towards their worlds while I'm at it? Alright, we just place them anywhere, so as long as they're out of the way. I legitimately don't know what's on any of these to begin with. Here, I'm gonna put you there. That looks cool. Alright. World blue. Not block the logo. Gonna maintain branding. Please engage with my hashtag brand. I know I'm placing them in order, but again, I have no idea what order they were in when I popped them out, so whatever. And there's the link. Thank you, Cobot, for the thing. I will probably be hosting the marathon for most of that. We got a lot of hazards here. I also don't know what Zelda-thon percentage for this would be. Probably just all items. Yeah, they will. As far as I know, they will not be playing this at Zelda-thon, because I don't think MC has a copy, unfortunately. Be glad to bring mine. Just saying. I'm kidding. Mostly kidding. Let's put that on the door there. I get the feeling it's gonna get crowded over here. Said I wasn't gonna like cover the logo, and then I did. Cool guy like that. I'll even play by my own rules. Okay. There we go. Tiles are down. Next, each player takes 3 heart chips. All remaining are put in a draw pile. The draw pile is right by the camera here, so if it's large hand time, it's heart chip time. That's 4. One snuck in there. Guess I will arrange them decoratively since I'm the only one here. Yeah, where were we? Alright, we got our heart pieces. Link at the start space. Is that the start space or is that the start space? I don't know how to work it. Youngest player goes first. Hi. Alright. Play continues clockwise. Kind of a nice consideration of them. Okay, so let's go. We got some story here. Oh, let's check anything on the single player rules that is different before we carry on. You roll all 4 attack dice when battling monsters. Okay. Magic tiles can be lost when battling monsters in the same ways that heart chips can be lost. Okay. When you find the Triforce tile, you can immediately keep it. You don't have to roll the attack dice as in a multiplayer game. And it kind of teases that you might not make it all the way through. Great! Well, we'll try to get a few rounds in to get a full run. Okay, will Link find the Triforce of Wisdom and rescue Princess Zelda? In order to do so, he must travel through 6 dangerous worlds. Along the way, all players will team up and work together to help Link fight monsters. So basically, if you're playing this normally, you got a 12-heart Link. Like, he's been doing some work. He can claim the Triforce or the Magic Sword. In this case, not so much. Also, just the illustrations of him are amazing. I get a good center on that. Come on, brain. Yeah, it's fabulous. I mean, seriously, just look up the box art sometime. It's great. It's amazing. All right, so Link. Why his name's also in italics all of the time, and I don't know why. All right. Anyway, Link will be looking for a magic tile in each of the 6 worlds. Once the magic tile is found, you can move on to the next world. As you search for magic tiles, You will usually uncover monsters. Your goal is to defeat these monsters to earn as many hearts as possible. At the end of the game, the player with the most hearts wins. And then with the single player thing, it's recommended that you just keep your high score. So, we're just trying to go on a straight line. I'm not sure what these side lines are for. We'll find out. I see. That's just the straight line through. You can still move around. I guess the different tile shapes activate different whatevers. Cool. So, on your turn, roll the number die. Move Link the number of game board spaces indicated on the die. Link must always move the full count of the die rolled. Move Link from space to space along the cross-shaped path within a world. Link can move left, right, up, or down on the path within a world. So you can back up. That's kind of cool. He cannot backtrack. Oh, return to the same spaces. So you can't, like, wiggle back and forth like you do in, or at least how I used to do in Trivial Pursuit, just burn rolls. That's fun. I think you're not allowed to do that technically either, stick in a direction, but whatever. Whatever. Rules are meant to be broken. Okay. But you can backtrack the next time. Like, okay, that makes sense. Cool. If Link lands on a white circle space, your turn is over. If he lands on a yellow space, select one face-down playing tile from the world Link is now in, and turn that tile over. The entry space located between each world cannot be landed on or passed over until the matching magic tile is found. Hence, the symbols. Oh, that kind of makes sense, actually. Although, how are we getting into the water level without the raft? I don't know. I don't know. Potion gets me down into the dungeons. Keys. Bombs to get to the end. I can get behind that. Okay, that makes a little more sense now. Turning over tiles. On your turn, when Link lands on a yellow square space, flip over any one face-down tile located in the same world he is in. If you turn over a magic tile, remove it from the game board and place it in front of you. It counts as one heart and is yours to keep for the rest of the game. Never have to give it up. Unless, in one player, we can lose that. Hence, the ability to die. Okay. Once a magic... I'm sorry, it's not potion, it's a water of life. Well, yeah, whatever. At least we don't have to get the letter ahead of time to get it. Once a magic tile is found, Link is free to move on a regular turn by die count toward an entry space and the next world. For example, once the fairy magic tile is turned over in the first world, Link can move towards the fairy entry space and into the second world. However, even when a magic tile is found, Link can stay in the same world and fight any remaining monsters. The decision is yours. If you turn over a monster tile, all players must team up to battle the monster by rolling their attack dice. I see. So it's one each if you've got 4 people. That makes a little more sense. Okay. Follow these steps. All players roll their attack dice simultaneously. Count the number of swords rolled. To defeat a monster, the total number of swords must match or be greater than the number shown on the monster tile. For example, if the monster tile has number 3 on it, at least 3 of the 4 attack dice rolled must show a sword to defeat the monster. Yeah, cool. That makes sense. Alright, if your group battle results. If your group fails to defeat a monster, every player must give up a heart chip to the draw pile. This includes the players who rolled a sword. If your group defeats a monster that displays a heart, every player who rolled a sword takes a heart chip from the draw pile. However, players who rolled a red square do not get nothing. You get nothing! If your group defeats a monster that doesn't display a heart, nobody gets anything. No one loses anything either. Okay. After battling a monster, leave the monster tile face up on the game board. Whether the monster was defeated or not, players will not battle it again. Your turn is over. Next player rolls the number die and moves Link the number of spaces indicated on the die. The game continues as players move Link world to world and battle monsters. The game ending the game. The game ends with a player who captures the Triforce tile that's hidden on the 6th world. If you are the player who turns over the Triforce tile, you must try to keep it by doing the following. You can roll all 4 attack dice, and it's yours. And it's worth 2 hearts. We don't have to do that because we're both single player. But we'll go over this anyway. If you did roll 4 swords, you still have a chance to keep the Triforce. First count up any swords you did roll. Then roll the remaining red square dice. Okay, so you get a second try. If you fail the second time, you get nothing. Okay, so you basically keep taking turns through your cycle. The game also ends if any player runs out of hearts and doesn't have any magic tiles. This could happen in any of the 6 worlds. When the game ends, all players count up their heart chips. Remember, each magic tile counts as 1 heart. Triforce tile counts as 2. Player with the most hearts wins. Event of a tie, each player tied for the lead rolls all 4 attack dice. And first person to roll the most swords wins. Gotcha. And we have already gone through the variants. If you're wondering, 3-player, you get a bonus. You get 2 attack dice on your turn, so 1 gets passed around. Then in the 2-player, everybody rolls 2. Because there's 4. So yeah, that's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I see no loopholes. So let's move.